It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Lions and the Colts, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a preseason matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Indianapolis Colts. Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you, and I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win, and I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Throwing to start the drive. Busby. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Yeah, that's a good throw right there. And our understanding is that he's probably going to play the bulk of this first half. It's only the second week of the preseason, but you can already see the connection he's got with his receivers and tight ends. And he's clearly enjoying himself so far. That throw, it picks up a first down.
On first down, Busby. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Busby. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Busby. Pittman with a great grab. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
A good throw there, and that's what you want to see from a quarterback trying to cement his spot as a starter. Now, worth pointing out, we're expecting to see this group for the first half of this game only, so they'll get a little more run than they did last week.
Yeah, this is kind of the new normal, isn't it, partner? Because we've gone from 4 preseason games to 3. So this is more like the dress rehearsal game, although there are a few teams out there that use that 3rd game a little bit more now because there's a bigger gap from the 3rd game to the opener. But what you want to see, one half of crisp football, a game plan in place, and guys really running through it the proper way.
To throw on 2nd down, Busby. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got an open man, and the ball is knocked out, and this is scooped up by the Lions.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Busby. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down. Busby. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive silver lining, you know.
The game of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Pittman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Busby. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have cut it back within a score. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Busby looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Looking to throw. Busby. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Fuck, man.
They're going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And down inside the 15 he goes. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Nifty. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are in for 6.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Indy set to go on offense once more. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you hit a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun, Busby. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw on second down, Busby, and he is going to lose yardage here. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect.
Oh, he came back.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
superstar. And I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise the bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up. The crowd, trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my yeah. This colossal, what I say is gospel. I cook this with love, they gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the streets before I could tweet.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Fucking bone, dude.
Here we go, shot! Ready? Ready? Go! Ready? Take off!
point.
The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Bucs and the Colts. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Indianapolis Colts. Charles Davis with you, and now we sit CD at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
So now the Colts backed up to start their initial drive. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He made it back to the 2-yard line. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good work there on that completion. You know, once we made the move, Charles, from 4 preseason games down to 3, kind of tougher to know how to handle these games as a coaching staff. And they've decided they want at least some of their starters out there. They said probably for this entire first half. Do you agree with that?
Ordinarily, Brandon, I wouldn't, but I actually do, and here's why. When we went from 4 to 3 in terms of preseason games, we left a bigger gap between the 3rd game and the start of the regular season. So there's a lot of time for rust to build up, right, and some bad habits to form. I want these guys to play as much as possible in preseason and be ready to go when the season begins. So, yes, I'm all in favor of them getting some extra work here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Tries the right side, finding Woods here.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
And I know this is a quarterback who's looking forward to week 1. He's going to get a chance here, barring injury, to be their starter and to go into a season in the #1 spot for the first time in his career. But he's put the work in over his first 4 years in the league, and he feels like this is his time.
The toss here completed to Pittman. And they're going to get this up to midfield. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. He's at the 30. 10. That is a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
He, of course, just threw the pick 6 a moment ago. Now he'll be looking to get that score back here, down 7-0.
Throwing after the interception. Busby.
They'll check this one down to Taylor.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop you...
Man, are you fucking serious?
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes.
Been a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley Cox. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Busby. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there? Breaking it.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first. Throwing to start the drive. Busby.
Man, why can't you get the fucking ball to him, dude?
Give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Busby. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense...
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. I think this crowd not really sure what to make of things. Their guys have not looked very good. Their leader here at the top, he hasn't looked that great either.
And most of the time you hear guys talk about how they don't let the crowd affect them or they block it off. Well, that's not really fully true, because a lot of the times you ride the wave of emotion with the crowd when it's positive for you. In this case, they've got to find a way to shake it off and at least get something done to maybe put the crowd back on their side.
Absolutely. Give these guys something to cheer about. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It's his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 4th down. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And I never played quarterback, but I'm thinking as a quarterback, you're a little bit into the game now. 2nd quarter, you're losing.
62 is dropping.
They go play action here on first down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Looking to throw on second down. Busby escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Busby looking for Campbell downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Fuck!
Well, the first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Now he dumps this off over the middle.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Back to throw. Busby. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it?
A reminder, opening weekend definitely in sight now. Thursday, September 8th, that's when it all gets going. The defending champs, LA Rams, hosting the team that many think could win the AFC. Charles and I will be there, and then we got some great matchups on that Sunday as well. Kansas City and Arizona, Raiders and the Chargers, and on Sunday night, Tom Brady, yeah, he's back, and his Bucs are heading to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Busby. Open man is QT, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Busby. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Campbell. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Busby.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend, and then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And give them a gain of 37.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting unit's still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Off play action. Busby dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
To throw on second down. Busby.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. An 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Colts are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
All right, we've been together long enough. You were seeing the same thing I was seeing. The mindset there was, I think there's a space. Time for me to take it and go.
Yeah, we saw what he saw. I think first he said, wait, let me tuck this, get a first down. Then the lane was there. He said, I'm going to the end zone.
Yeah, no sense stopping at that point, was there? He ended up taking it all the way. A really nice piece of running.
The Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an...
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Busby. And that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Ah, you fucking dick, dude.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
Well, it probably fucks me too, don't it?
The Colts getting another possession here on offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Taylor. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Let's go now.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
Damn it, man. Catch the fucking ball, dude. Shit. Fucking killing me out here, man.
What would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. It's a jet sweep. This is Pittman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Operating from the gun, Busby. The quick slant caught. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd and goal from the 1. Looking to throw. Busby. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that hole, partner? You know they look at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
Crazy thing they with me. Yeah.
Play the 70% of.
Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah. Got from my head and my feet. Yeah. This colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love. They gon' eat it up and swallow. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the streets before I could tweet. I came from nothing. I turned a mustard seed into a million in the discussion. Had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself. Can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy than they with me. Yeah, crazy than they with me. Yeah, got power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah. I do not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dance and them wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mama mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the crap. These love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with this past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Turn up big and block opinions and I could give but think of us. Duck jab hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah. Crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah. Got power from my head and my feet.
First off, let me talk my. Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my. It's a bad soundtrack. Read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it. That's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it? Treat it like a law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm the. I'm betting on myself. Count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic.
show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise the bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and shine and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm ballin' like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, then the juke move. Heisman, stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a minute to the Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. It is not a game, it is not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame, but when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic.
Sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
Let's go! Let's do this! You ready to roll? Get some roll! Pay attention! Let's here we go! Okay, right now. Every day, let's do what we do every day.
Let's go. Ready?
course I did. I was one up there making the play.
Man, I love it. That's what we need out of you. You read your keys, you read it beautifully, and made the play.
I told you, I came here to be a playmaker. And it's a lot easier to do that when you've broken down the film.
That's what I like to hear. I know Coach Koué will be pleased too. He loves that you're in the film room all the time. That's a sign of commitment. So keep it up, all right?
I got you, Coach. I'm all in.
DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute, I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them. I'm shooting my shot and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blows their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. That's me about my life, man, I love it, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother, we the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not together when built like Tiana Teller and balling at 27, I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be the blessed, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, a legion, my soul forever. I murder my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them, then help them get back together. Wanting the stranger things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids, I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm Stephen. Whenever I'm in your town, the warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavors, I'm blessed and I'm getting better.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the AFC South. It's the Colts and the Texans, and it comes your way next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week one. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
So, Charles, we talk about the new man under center, and he comes into this game with an 8-5 record as a starter over his first 4 years in the NFL. But the difference now, this is the first time that he's been the opening week starter.
But you certainly talked about it. You alluded to it. Flashes over the last 4 years. That's really been in at this point. Very small sample size. 22 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, throwing another 4 scores on the ground. It's certainly a limited body of work. But now, for at least one season, he's the man here. And it's the opportunity he's been waiting for.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. We talk more about this new quarterback, Charles. What are the challenges you see for him taking over as the week one starter?
Pardon, you bring up the challenges. Let's go with what we know already. He's produced in limited opportunities, and we've also seen that he has a flair for the big moments. 2 of his 8 wins, they came in primetime games. On the flip side, getting to know the playbook, understanding his teammates, relating to them, can also make the most of his talents as the guy.
On 4th down, Busby. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held him, they might go for it again.
Back to throw. Busby. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there at 22. You know, partner, we talked to this young man earlier in the week, and he went on and on about how his experience backing up Derek Carr for the last 4 years put him in the position he's in now as a starter.
He sure did, because he went on and on about how Derek Carr is the definition of a true professional, and how despite year in and year out noise surrounding Derek Carr about whether he was a Super Bowl caliber starting quarterback or not, Carr never wavered, showed up at work, tried to unite the team, make everyone better, make himself better, and he said he wanted to be that same kind of presence now that he...
third down. Busby. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
The challenge we're seeing here in this game early. Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That's how the defense will.
We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide.
A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On 1st and 10, Busby. A short throw. This is caught by Cox.
The CD, you've got Manny Kahue calling the shots for this offense. His second year as an offensive coordinator in the league. How do you see his crew on this side of the ball performing this year?
Well, partners, you and I both know, and everyone else around the league, Manny was a popular head coaching candidate for this year. But he told all the teams he was interested in remaining a coordinator for a bit so he could continue to grow in the job. As far as his offense this year, he's really optimistic about what they can do because he loves the talent on that side of the ball. And one other thing, Manny Kahue, a young, bright offensive mind, he'll be a head coach before long when he's ready to do it.
Dude.
And now the third down throw incomplete. It's right. Passing game and secure. And now it's 4th down.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Busby. And he comes back with one complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Busby over the middle, complete. It's Taylor.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Oh, yeah, that's a good throw right there. This is a big game for this man at quarterback. He's a QB1 to start the year for the first time in his career. And he's determined not to let this opportunity get away from him.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in Week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown.
A 1-yard touchdown pass.
And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
All right, give him 6 on that one. Touchdown pass, and his first one as the acknowledged starter. We all know the effort he put into all of this, the patience he had waiting around for his spot. Now he's taking that opportunity, throwing his first touchdown pass of the season, and he hopes that's the first of many, many more.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10.
He's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. On the handoff, Taylor. Nice little juke. And he'll take it forward for about 5 after the 20-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on 3rd down. Busby. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jonathan Greener running in to pick up the sack.
That's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
And the Colts getting ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Throwing to start the drive. Busby. His throw is going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived,
fuck,
it
dude.
a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted. But it winds up falling incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission.
Throwing to start the drive. Busby.
Fuck me, man.
It's incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage?
Touchdown! Michael Pittman, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
That's the kind of throw that they're looking for right there, and that's a big reason why the management, the general manager, the head coach, they all believed in this guy going into the offseason and said to him, this is your time, this is your chance, and many more throws like that, and they'll all be walking around with big grins for the rest of the season.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He already with a couple of touchdown throws in this first half as his guys start 1st and 10.
What up? Playing football. I'm just doing this face of the franchise. They put me on the Colts.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
First game of the season here.
Should be the final play of half
Or the regular season or whatever, I mean.
Halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is
that DD shit. I might go back and play it some, but that shit's so goddamn hard. That shit's getting on my fucking nerves.
We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field.
Yeah, but I mean, I just can't play the position. It's totally different than what I'm used to. You know what I mean? That like the running back could run a fucking toss right at me and may not even get blocked, and I would miss the motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like I can't do it. It's too different.
Finally, we're off to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Well, the middle, if you're a linebacker, you're inside linebacker, he's a lot more centered in there. That I feel like that would help.
On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Colts. And even though they've got a halftime lead,
I'd be doing good if I got one tackle.
Try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
I think that cornerback one, I think, is gonna be about the hardest. I think it's gonna be about the hardest fucking one to do, that cornerback one. I mean, I ain't saying it's impossible, but it's the first time in a long time they've branched out where you could be other players. And what the fuck is this shit? Amuka the Hawaii search. I ain't searched no motherfucking Hawaii. And dipping in my porridge.
Things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
God damn it, man. Completed this other motherfucking team, dude. Fuck, dude. Throw a fucking interception, man. I think, I don't know what's going on. These views are different, man. They're not what we're used to playing. The views, man, they're different. It's like tilted different. It's not, you know, it's making it harder. And I think my little 5'9" ass over there is fucking, or 5'10".
Back to level after that interception that he threw on the previous drive led to a touchdown. So we'll see if they can get things right here. 1st and 10.
Well, I mean, I got 2 touchdowns. I was doing good until then, but I threw it right fucking to him. That's the goddamn try.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
What's that fucking blocking days, man?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he's going to be brought down short at first at about the 31-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. And the Colts coming out now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drive.
Damn, man.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
He's
tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Holding offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
To throw on second down, Busby. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
And there's a first down catch for Paris Campbell. What a welcome sign for
Got
Colts
to tackle that
fans.
time, huh?
We've been waiting for this guy's eventual breakout. Came into the league.
Said you got to tackle that time, didn't he?
With almost 4.2 speed. Injuries, they've limited him to 15 games in 3 seasons, but the Colts still believe there's a star burner in there if he can stay out there for 17 games.
Throwing on first down, Busby. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Now we give to Taylor. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And we'll find Pittman. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. That third down conversion good for 23. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. Off the play fake, Busby.
God damn, man. I knew that was going to be picked as soon as I fucking let it go. Fucking crap of fucking shit, dude. Some goddamn linebacker down there fucking 20, 30 yards fucking deep, man. I mean, they got tipped back to him. Fucking cocksucking motherfuckers, man.
Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I think playing in the season, as far as just turning that motherfucker loose and and them catching it, and I can't control none. You know what I mean? I can't even attempt to use or do it. Yeah, man, they suck.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Come on, man.
Knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Fuck, dude. I mean, I just want to know, is there a dude out there that goes and sits there and he's fucking fat ass at this shit? Because, I mean, there is. That ought to be a touchdown.
He's got his target. It's
Great.
caught for a Colts touchdown.
Oh, fucking time I hit a deep one.
QT, 34 yards. And the Colts take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving.
Got 2
And
of
that's
them, huh?
exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Who's y'all's quarterback?
And now this offense comes back out
No,
onto the
defense
field.
gotta stop.
They've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
Yeah, I don't know fucking why.
Lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down. You know Carter Landry is on the sideline smiling after that one. Remember, the former tight end joined Manny Kahu'e's offensive staff this spring, and he has been a big advocate of getting the tight ends involved in the passing game.
Yeah, we remember him as a solid tight end in this league for a number of years, and while his playing days just ended, he jumps right into the
Yeah, this fucking defense ain't that good, man. They're fucking shutting my running game down, though.
over the next few years.
On third down, Busby.
Man, you got to catch that fucking ball, man. You fucking cocksuckers, dude.
They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates.
The Colts set to take over here offensively. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Looking to throw. Busby. He'll drop this down to Taylor, and he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Man, fucking dick.
Behind him, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff checks on him and will step aside in this week 1 contest.
I think these took off to his tournament. I think they was going to go stay tonight in Hattiesburg.
The Colts on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. back to throw again.
Oh, this dog son of a bitch stepped out of bounds.
And he's going to be brought down at about the
Fucking
16.
ignorant motherfucker.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Yeah, we ought to be beating this team's ass. This team is like a 77 or something.
Here comes the
We didn't even get a fucking field goal, man. God damn.
Be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth quarter lead, but whatever
What
happens
happened?
on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. Quick throw into the hands of Pittman.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Looking to throw on second down. Busby.
God damn, man. I love the way these motherfuckers just sway around like the fucking drunken monk around of this motherfucker, man. Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Force the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver. So
God damn 90-something halfback needs to step it up, too, man.
On first down, Busby. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him.
Oh, late bid or something.
A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the
He
running
got
back
me
not
for
pick
all
him
one
up?
out.
What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big time sack.
God damn y'all, man. Fuck. Man, these fucking suck, man.
Throwing on third and long. Busby. And they will get this across midfield, but still
I mean, I got a draw play. There's nobody in the middle. All they got to do is block the dudes. And I go to run up the, and nope, they just kind of, as soon as I'm anywhere near, they just release the motherfuckers. Both of them release them at the same time.
Because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Well,
the Colts
should've
offensive
known it.
unit ready to
Oh,
see
shit,
what they
right
can
down
do
there and
here.
fucking score. These motherfuckers dropping passes. I mean, they wanted my completion percentage to be 50% for the game, dude. And I can't even hardly pull that off.
Throwing to start the drive. Busby.
Man, Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Darren Stingley gets it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created
I'm just quit playing this shit, too.
in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach made you say all the time.
That's fucking bullshit. The motherfucker was wide open, man. You just throw it fucking right to the motherfucker, dude. That just lost us the game there.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know the quarterback.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Yeah, throw him another one.
Intercepted for the 4th time today. Darren Stingley picks it, and he'll take this back down inside the 20.